Namaha. Swagatam Kakshayam Sarvidya Ram Ram Ram. Let us begin with the Prarthana. Gurureva Gatihi Gurumeva Bhaji Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guro Paramam Shishurasmi Guro Matirasti Guro Mama Pahi Puro Gurureva Gatihi Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guro Paramam Shishurasmi Guro Matirasti Guro Mama Pahi Guro Gurureva Gatihi Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guro Paramam Shishurasmi Guro Matirasti Guru Mama Pahi Guru. As promised, so let me confess something. Yes, the lesson numbers have gone somewhere wrong. People have written me letters. So I apologize for that. Apart like lesson number after 40 until 47, everything is good. So from there, things went wrong. From the website in the portal also, I see that there is a mistake. I'll try to get it corrected. And my side also, the PPT number in one lesson, it went wrong and later it got ahead. So I'll try to correct it, but it's okay. Please don't think that you have missed something. So this is the last working day, last class, teaching class in the series, okay? So after this, we are going to have the valedictory function. And we have went strictly according to the lessons order, which is given in the book. So you need not worry about anything. Those who don't have the book, please be assured that we did according to the index of the book. Okay, so that is one small confession and correction for those who are going to attempt these lessons at a later point of time, not in the live sessions. But all the material is given to you until which it is done. I have checked it. So no problem. The numbers will be corrected in time, in the time. Okay. So things were a little idhar-udhar ho gaye the. So I could not do it. But now it's okay. I just give the correction that even the numbers are wrong. The content is in the serial. I have checked it. So no worry. Okay. So as planned, one class I wanted to discuss the question papers. I'm really glad that someone in the class had also expressed the idea. In the beginning of the course, I had planned that in some classes at least we will go through the papers, we will solve them, etc. But now we are able to do only one question paper, or at least I plan to do each question wise. It's not by the question paper, but each topic we will take and we will compare at least 3 years papers, and then we will go ahead. We will discuss it, okay? And I am yet to prepare that text of what you all have contributed for the Varshikotsava. Okay, and I see that letter is only for 5 marks. So we need not write that much, only at least 5 sentences or 6 sentences from all that will, the body of the letter, I mean the aage piche ka chhod ke, just leaving aside the header and footer of the letter. I'm speaking about the middle part, okay? There are 6 to 7 sentences should be decent. Let it be within 10 because the time is going to take a long way, okay? So now let us begin. The method I have thought of is I have opened the PDFs in the browser. I will just share my browser and we will discuss each the essays and letters we won't discuss. We have done enough on that. And we will discuss the questions. Okay. I think that should be an ideal discussion. So before that, give me just some time so that I can unmute you all. Okay, let me see here if I have found an option. So mute all, I say, allow participant to unmute yourself. Do you get your mics? No. So I check another, ask all to unmute. Do I see the mics? No. Then unmute themselves. No, it's not working. So I have to do it again. I thought I missed something, but again I checked. No, nothing. Okay. Right. Okay. Let us begin. Right. So this is what you see, the website old question paper. It is there in the Students Center old question papers. I have clicked here and we reach this place, okay, where we have very systematically the scanned papers of the respective exams, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Turiya, Pravesh. Okay, according to the years also. Yes, some papers are missing, we can't help it. Maybe like, please find the year, okay, and then you can download. So from the from 2006 they started. Here it's 2008. I don't know why there's difference. So they didn't keep in one this thing. Okay, so no problem. We will take the latest. What I did was I took the last three. Okay, so now let us open it. This is 2020. This is 2020. Oh, two times yearly, twice the exam happens. So this is 2021. Okay. So let us begin with the latest paper that one of the students have shared in the group. I'm very glad that we have the latest paper. Okay, which happened just 2 or 3 days ago. Okay, 28th August. Today is 1st September. So we have the latest thing to discuss. What my aim in discussing this is to see the pattern of questions. Like, I'm very bad with question papers, let me tell you. We belong to that old batch, right? These days it has become very advanced. Like they study how much part is coming from which and all that patterns, that statistics and all. I'm not interested in all that. As I told you, all the syllabus I would take, I would pick up 80% of it, which is most interesting to me. My exam preparation would be like that. I would attempt the question paper. Our syllabus would be divided like that. So where even if I skip 20%, it would not affect my marking. So whatever I attempted, I got all that. So like that it would be. So these exams are good. Like I see the paper pattern, the way they arrange things, it's all very interesting. Now let us see. Exam preparation and non-exam preparation have lot of differences because we have to be aware of the time, the writing speed. Though we have the knowledge, if we don't have speed, it's gone. Then we should know like how to deal with the psychological status of the mind. Like we know something, we don't know something. Once we read the question paper, we are, oh, now I don't know this, what to do. So my mother told me, start with the best thing. Whatever you know the best, you can just write the question number and start doing. The good practice should be go by the order of the question paper, but it's okay. They consider this much when they check the papers. They will see the question number and they will put the marks in the same way as it is given in the this thing. Okay, question paper. The question paper will be with them when they will check it. So it should not be very disturbing for the checking people. And then just you should have a mental idea how much time each question is going to take. Some are elaborate, some are very objective type, but objective type will need some thinking. So that balance should be there in the mind when we do it. Please practice writing a lot. Old question papers first, we have to keep solving it for some time so that when you sit in the exam, it doesn't look any new experience for you. That please conduct an exam for yourself. Mock exams really help a lot. Okay, but sometimes they crash us also. Okay, maybe the mock exam is like when we take the real question papers and do the mock, then it's okay. Okay, we are going to get the same like Sabha papers only if we try. That will be good. So please read the instructions carefully. Samayaha sardhaika horaha. Okay, so it's only like they have written the time also 1:30 to 3, only 1.5 hours. So please plan accordingly to that. Okay, so this is a small introduction about the paper. And whenever you exam hall, you enter, it is not an online paper. This is like offline. So we have to go and sit in the room. We are in the new place. We should have our water bottle with us. Then we should get accustomed to the place a little bit. and we should feel comfortable. The seating arrangement and all, we have to look for that. And sometimes the benches are not very convenient. The distance between the desk and the bench also matters. So what happens is you have to be prepared for these things. That's all. That sometimes you don't take the pad and the desk will have some the wood will be like broken in between. Whenever we write, it will go inside and it will spoil the paper. So we cannot complain against all these things because this 1.5 hours is the only time we got. So we should go with the good arrangements and we should be responsible. We cannot call anybody like you didn't take care of this. Oh, this minimum requirements you give, you are that also you don't give. All that we cannot scold them. Okay, and second thing, what irritates me in the exam hall is when people talk. Okay, when they talk, I lose my like track. So I should prepare myself to work, to think, and to keep writing in spite of whatever disturbances happen. We cannot have control over the teacher. Sometimes the examining the people themselves keep talking, hey, how was the vrata, how was this, how was that, etc. Give me just one moment, I am back. Just give me one moment. Okay. Okay. So, so that was one thing which was very irritable for me. Hey, that your house, my house, and my neighbors, your neighbor, all things we cannot just control them. We cannot ask, hey, can you please be silent? I want to write my exam. This is exam hall. What are you thinking? We cannot talk all that. So we should prepare ourselves for the atmosphere, whatever it is. I'm going to do my best. Okay. So that is next thing. Then we should not be carried away by what others are doing. Just follow the rules of the exam hall. Don't argue with the people there for any little thing. Okay. And then they will spoil your head like anything. Okay. They don't care what you are here. Sometimes I have seen they are very reckless people around. So we cannot blame them. So let's not make anything a mess. Whatever they ask, if we do it, it's okay. Then we should sit, we should not look at others, what they are doing. Oh, he's writing so much. Oh, she's writing so fast. Oh, that must have that fell. All this, like in childhood, it happens. We are grown ups, it doesn't happen. But still, I'm trying to give you whatever is coming to my mind regarding the exam. Exam is not just about the question paper, the time, the writing skills, and all. It's about many, many other things. It's a mind game sometimes. So that's why I just wanted to give all this for a completeness, so that the golden time which we have got doesn't get away with the for a bad luck or something. We should not leave it for anything else. Okay. So with this small introduction, somebody is raising hand. Yeah, Nataraji, please ask your question. Do you have a question? You raised your hand. Okay, I'm allowing others also to speak. Yeah, everybody got chance to speak. Yeah, fine. Okay, right. So let us go ahead with let us begin the exam. So what is written here? Sura Saraswati Sabha Shrungeri Trutiya Pariksha Dvitiya Patrika. That is what we are going to deal with now. Dinankaha, Aparanaha, Samayaha, Tarthaika, Ora. Please check this. This is very important. It might look very ridiculous, but it's very important that you check it. Otherwise, sometimes you might get some other paper. Okay, so you should be careful. So, Sarvani Uttarani, Samskrite eva bhaveyuhu. All should be right. But they have given an option where you can write in the Matrubhasha. That is either Kannada or English. They assume that Matrubhasha is Kannada or English because for now, as far as I am aware, there are only 2 languages available. Okay, so first question you are going to have is Dashabhihi Vakyaihi Samskrita Bhashaya Prabandhamekam Likhata. So they are asking only 10 sentences. You can count, like the marks is 5. So each sentence, 2 sentences, 1 mark. That is going to the marking system. So as we have discussed in the essays, we need not be very elaborate. choose very short sentences. Don't go very long way. Okay. And don't be very like elaborate details and all that, because only 10 sentences are needed. Okay. Then let us see the same question in another this one. So Dashabhiva. So you in this paper you have Pustakalayaha, Deepavali, Dhenu. Then Udyanam, Deepavali, Varanasi. Then Shunakaha, Mamashala, Adikavyam. Then Udyanam, Deepavali, Dhenu. Okay. So this is the pattern that I see. And Shunakaha is not there in the list. Yes, that's what I was afraid of. There are 8 topics which are given. One is Kaveri Nadi extra, 9th one. Then for Abhyasa they have given, then Dhenu. So total 10 they have given in the book. I was looking for whether they are giving from outside. Yes, they are giving from outside. So in this, they have given Shunakaha and Mamashala and Adikavyam, which are not there at all in the list. Nothing is there. Even all the 3 are not there. Okay, so all the best. We are going to be faced with, we should be ready for the surprises. Okay, so prepare well for other, like from other books also, please prepare some prabandhas. Okay, then we'll go to the next one. Okay, so I cannot discuss the prabandhas here. I hope it's not required, that we have done enough. Next, Samskrita Bhashaya Patramekam Likhata. So Patramekam is the keyword and it's for 5 marks. What I thought was, as I told you in the beginning, so there will be an option. Okay, in the Prabandha, 3 will be given. They ask only 1, I think, Ekam. So 1 out of 3. That's a good choice. Okay. Then in the letter, they are giving 2 and asking to write 1. Patram Ekam Likhata. So you did not write both. So Dhana Preshanaya Pitaram Prati Patram. Okay, so I need money. That means the child is staying somewhere away. What is the condition? We should imagine and write. Bhagini Vivahartham Viramam Prarthaya. Both we discussed a lot in the class. Okay, Dhana Preshanaya, I don't think we discussed. That was not there. And I observed that this is also being given out of the book also. Okay, the topic exactly given in the book is not being given here, because we discussed all the letters that are given for Abhyasa. This, I think you will be able to manage with simple Sanskrit. This need not have any flowery language and all, so you need not worry about it. Simple sentences will do. Okay, so they will in the in the essay they will see the correctness of the grammar, beauty of the language, and the systematic arrangement, coherence of the sentences, the continuity, etc., the connectivity between the sentences, and all they will check. In the letter, what is important? What they gave the standards like that. Shrihi, Kshemam, the address in the right side of the patra, who is the sender's address, then the address on the envelope, then the beginning of the letter, the body and the footer, the ending, the closing of the letter, the abhinandana, how you are like, all these they will see. So we should be, even the body of the letter might not be that attractive. The letter should, the structure should look very clear on the paper. This is one thing I wanted to tell you. Whenever you write a letter, the spacing is very important. The essay, it's not about spacing. You write a normal, like any paragraph kind of, just begin with 1 tab space. Okay, I am using the computer language. Just use some space and then paragraph, just leave some space, start the paragraph. When you end the paragraph, pull the full stop, leave 1 line space. Then again in the next, when you begin, same amount of space in the above and in the below. It will look like very good. Okay, one below the other paragraphs will look very beautiful. Now you only have to write 10 sentences. You can maximum divide it into 2 in the beginning, 7 in the middle, and then 2 in the end, or 2 in the starting, 3 in the starting, 6 and then one in the end, like that also you can just plan it. Okay, the essay. Letter, you should be very careful about which place which you are putting and all. So be careful about that structure. And one thing we discussed is formal letters and informal letters. Both, so they are giving one formal letter and one informal letter. Let us check other papers what they have given. Shalayaha Kridotsavam. So this is Mitram Prati. This is one informal. Anarogya Karanam Samsochya Mukhyopat. So this is formal. Then next, Shala Varshikotsavam Agantum Mitram Prati, informal. Anarogya Karanam Mukha, this is like Viramapatram. This is formal. Then Varshikotsavam Varanayan Bhaginyah Vivahartham. So they are giving only these one informal, one formal. But even in the informal, if they ask to write about specific topic, you should write about the specific topic. Okay, that will be informal and a little descriptive at the same time. Like it's almost like an essay. Sometimes we have to write it like an essay, but it's not very long. See the marking. Okay, it's only for 5 minutes. Okay, sorry, 5 marks. Now we will go to the next issue. Trishu Purusheshu Vachaneshu cha Likhata. Now we can start the discussion. Okay, here until here we have just discussed the important points, but here we can solve the paper. Now see the marks. Dvayoho Lakshanam Sodaharanam Matrubhashaya Likhata. So please write in English or Kannada this part. Okay, and they are asking Dvayoho. They are giving 3. Okay. Kartari, Karmani, Prayogau, okay, Visheshanam, and then Vedanta, Avyayani. 6 marks they have put, 2 you have to write. So 3 into 3, 3 plus 3, I'm sorry. 3 plus 3, you are going to, whatever you are going to write, it is going to bring you 3 marks. Okay, so minimum 4 to 5 sentences would look good. Okay. They are giving 3 marks, so you write only 3 sentences, doesn't look very good. Okay. The way we discussed in the class, I think that was enough for this point. Okay, this bit, this question, because we have the like good introduction. Then we had other points also. So even if you can remember some 5 points, it's enough. Okay. So Kartari Karmani Prayoga Visheshanam Krudanta Avyayani. So in the book, in the beginning, they have given some content. You can write that as it is, or you can just develop from our class ideas that we discussed, or you can just add something to what is there in the book and complete it. Anyhow, you have to write only 5 to 6 sentences, not more than that. Okay, let us now see what questions are there. Kartari Karmani Visheshanam Pradantavyaya. Then Karmani Shatra Rebha Desha Visarga Sanghi. Then Upasarga Shatra Pratyaya Avyayam. Then Shatra Pratyaya Visheshanam Kartari Karmani. Okay, so you can just see the frequency in the old question papers, and you can. But we cannot say that they will give the same thing in the exam that we are attempting and they will find a pattern. It's not like that. Okay. So what will you write for Kartari Karmani? We will solve this year's paper. Okay. So yeah, one of you can please unmute and tell me Kartari Karmani Prayoga, or each one of you tell one point. Let me not call names. Okay. You can take interest on your own and come ahead. One sentence, please. Nataraji, I think there is a problem with your microphone. You're speaking something, but we are unable to hear. Can one of you unmute and
Bhagini, whether we have to say in Sanskrit?
No, Matrubhashaya.
Okay. Then, okay. Shall I say in madam?
Yeah, please tell.
For Kattari, the subject, that is the person, who is doing the work should be in Pratama
No, the
Vibhakti.
first sentence should be introducing. What is prayoga? What is kartari? What is karmani?
Oh,
So that should be in a prathama, that should be in trutiya is different. It comes in next level.
oh,
First thing first, you should define what it is. Every opening thing should be definition for the concept. So there are two prayogas where the karta is important, it's kartari, and the sentence that the kriya goes along with the karma, then it's karmani, and the kriya goes along with the karta, it's kartari. So there are two prayogas.
Okay.
And when we use kartari, the kriya takes the number, the number of the karta. Okay. And the karta will be in the prathama purusha. In the karmani, you can write. They are asking for two things. So you can write each like 1, 2, 1, 2, on 2 pro, 2 pro, you can write.
In comparison mode. Okay.
Right, like the comparison. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Right. Next is Visheshanam. First, define Visheshanam.
Visheshanam is an adjective which qualifies the substantive.
Actually, in Sanskrita, Visheshanam is called Bhedaka. That tells difference between like the same, like the white lotus. If I say lotus, okay, lotus is not a Visheshanam. It's a common noun. But wait, when will it become Visheshanam? When I say white lotus, so it is differentiating from the black lotus, blue lotus, pink lotus, red lotus, etc. So that is defined in Sanskrit as a Bhedakam. Okay. So you can use that also. Okay. Visheshanam is first basically its adjective means it defines something. It qualifies the noun. It adds to the meaning of the noun. Okay. That is what English grammar tells us. Right. Then second point, what is important in Sanskrit literature, Sanskrit language regarding Visheshanam?
It should have same linga and number with the substantive, with the Visheshan.
As a Visheshya. Then you have a quotation. Yal lingam yadvachanam yacha vibhaktir visheshyasya. Tallingam tadvachanam sacha vibhaktir visheshanasyapi. This quotation you will give. Okay. So that will fetch you more marks. Writing quotations will always like the shlokas, the karikas. They are not called shlokas, they are called karikas. The karikas writing will fetch you more marks in the concepts also. Like if they ask about avyaya, then sadrisham trishu lingeshu sarvasu cha vibhaktishu. That also you can put. Okay. The avyayas. Right. Then what is the third point? Others also please participate. What more about Visheshanam? Then you give an example.
Okay. Green house, no, green leaves. Hari patrani. Haritani.
Harita
Patrani.
What happened today? Everybody tired with the Ganeshotsav celebrations.
Unnataha balakaha.
Unnataha balakaha. Uttungaha balakaha.
Unnata balika. Then unnatam bhavanam.
Right. And then you also give in different vibhaktis also. Okay. Unnatam balikam pashyami. Unnatena balakena saha pita gacchati. Like that. If you give different examples, that will look good. Okay. I think that much is enough. Okay. Visheshanam definition. Visheshanam karika. Visheshanam example. Okay. Right. Next, Kridanta Avyayani. The Avyayas that are Kridantas.
They have no, they don't have vibhaktis, and they come from.
No, Bhagini. We are not talking about Avyayas. We are talking about Kridanta Avyayas.
They come from dhatus.
No. They come from dhatus, correct? Yes. But they don't generate any rupas.
Excuse me, I could not hear.
But they don't generate any rupas. They come from dhatus.
They become Pratipadikas, and then they have different rupas in different lingas.
No. Krudanta avyayas don't have rupas, kada. So
Ah.
the twa, tumun, yap. Okay.
Like Krudanta Avyayani.
These are the krudanta avyayas. They are krudantas are the dhatu plus krudanta krut pratyaya will bring you a krudanta. But some krudantas become subantas, some don't become them, some become avyayas. So
here
those that become avyayas are asked here. Okay.
Okay, only Avyayas.
Yeah, you can write the formula also. Dhatu plus krit pratyaya. Okay. And avyaya generating pratyaya like twa, which doesn't take any forms. It is same in all lingas, vachanas and vibhaktis, basically. So you have to tell about two things here. Krudantas also and avyayas also. So you should balance in between. It should not look like you are elaborating on avyaya part. You are not throwing light on krudanta part at all. Or you are throwing only light on krudanta part, you are neglecting the avyaya part. We should not write like that. There should be a balance. Okay. Then while giving example,
Bhagini, while writing this, can we just quote one or two sentences from like Krutavan, Krutavati, that Linga Bhedaha asti, whereas this doesn't have. No
need to compare and contrast because the marks you see only 3 marks.
Okay.
Okay, only 3 marks for the concept. How you develop the concept, they want to see that. So first definition, then then some important point about it. Third point is like the example. You can give the samanvaya of the examples if you need. Okay.
Astu Bhagini. Astu.
So we can write Lyap Kritva.
Lyaptva,
Tumun.
you will not write that.
It's very important for us to mention that in Yapratyaya it is Upasarga Sahita Dhatu.
Yes, we have to tell that.
That is very important. Upasarga Rahita Dhatu Ktva.
We are not explaining each, isn't it? But we can mention it.
One sentence. Just one sentence and one example.
Yes, like that.
Ast.
And all those kridantas do not go single. They always have a main verb. Like
they always have the verb. Dhatu.
Dhatu is the main dhatu.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, kridanta vyas. No, that point we will not bring. That will be elaboration on the kridanta part. Because it is applicable to non-avyayas also. That will generate forms also will work like verbs and all, right? So we cannot go into that. If they ask only for kridantas, you can elaborate on them. So we should stick to twa, tumun, lyap in this, okay? Because tavya, tavya, aniyar and all that are anavyayas only. They all generate the forms. So what all kridantas are there? Just let me see. Yeah. Truch, all these are okay. He's giving Shatra Shanach will have forms. Tumun will not have form. Tavyat will have form. Truch will have form. Ktak Tavatu will have form. Twa Lyap will not have form. So we'll have only 3. I don't think we have more. In the lesson in the book also they didn't give more. Lute, Anir, everything will have forms. Null also will have forms. Gai also will have forms. So we are not left with much choice. Only 3 are there. Okay. Thin and Yat. They also have forms.
So Bhagini, as an introductory line, we can state what is when Krut Pratyayas are added to Dhatus, they become Krudantas. There are many variety of Krut Pratyayas. Out of them, 3 are Avyayas. I mean, 3 become Krudanta Avyayani.
Don't put 3. Okay. Out of them, some are Avyayas. These are the Avyayas. You can write that.
Okay. Astu.
Like I'm telling 3 because I'm not getting more examples. Okay. That is why. Because the generally what Kridantas are covered in the beginners courses, we can take only them, right? That's why. Okay. So we did with all the three. Then next question will go. Trishu purusheshu vachaneshu cha likhata dvayoho. So two things we have to write from three. And again there are 6 marks. So each is going to fetch you 3 marks. So this has nothing to do with any description skills or anything. We have to just write the forms. Okay. So please tell me the forms. Namatu they have given. So namatu, namatam, namantu. Yeah, you should write that also. The like vachaneshu purusheshu likhata means you should not write just namatu, namatam, namantu and leave it. You should write lot lakara, namadhatuhu. Okay. Trishu purusheshu vachaneshu cha. So prathama purushaha, madhyama purushaha, uttama purushaha, eka vachanam. All that table you have to neatly make it. Okay. You need not put lines, or you can put lines also. Okay. Prajna Bhagini, you have a doubt?
She was saying the
Apatatam, apatan. Apathaha, apathatam, apatata. Apatham, apathava, apatham. Vardhate, vardhete, vardhante. Vardhase, vardhethe, vardhadve. Vardhe, vardhavahe, vardhamahe. So please go through those lakaras and get the forms into your grip. Let us see what others they have given in this question.
Bhagini, tatra shirshika bahu mukhyaha kila. Tatra dhatoho, like pat dhatoho, then lakara. And Atmanepadi or Parasmaipadi, we need to mention in the Shirshika.
Yes, yes.
Ast.
Yes. Pata dhatoho. So, no, dhatoho, all that you need not write. Pata dhatohu, lang lakaraha, parasmaipadi rupani. Like that.
Ast. Ha. Dhanyavad.
So this fourth question is different here. I don't know why. Vakya doshan samikuruta ekasya shabdasya rupan. Here they gave us 5th point. Guruhu asmat nadi. Okay. Purushatre. Here it is. Aprichat stautu shiyate. So they are giving 2 parasmaipadis and 1 atmanepadi. I see that pattern. Syat abravit amodata. See, my guess is right. Vandate gachatu abhavat. So 1 atmanepadi, 2 parasmaipadis they are giving. One thing you can do, you can skip all atmanepadis. Anyhow, they are going to give you choice. So do only parasmaipadis. But I advise you to learn everything. Okay. But write whatever you are confident with. Okay. That thing you can do. Fine. Let's go to the next one. Ekasya shabdasya rupani sarva vibhakti vachaneshu likhata. So what he is asking is then the shabda rupas. Okay, Rama, 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 etc. Those shabdas they are asking. Manas. So manaha manasi manamsi. Manaha manasi manamsi. Then manasa manase. Manasaha manasaha manasi. This is sakaranta. Here also you should write the table heading. It's a very good practice. So whether they ask you, see everything everybody will not tell you. Okay, in the exams nobody tells us how to write, which is going to appeal. But you know, some people get more marks. When we speak to them, I used to do that. So how did you get more marks? How do you write your paper? So some people share, some people keep, oh, it's a secret, you know, they say. I really hate such people. They should be telling, they should be sharing. So one of them told me, like, even if they ask you, they don't ask you, write a good introduction, like in the essay questions, in the like short answer questions also. Write some introduction point, then body, then kind of arrangement in your papers, then in your attempt, then it will look very good. So manas, before writing all the forms, just don't blindly write the forms and leave it. You will get marks, but it will not be impressive. So write sakarantaha, Napumsakalinga Manas Shabdaha. Okay. So Sarva Vibhakti Vachaneshu is going to be like 7 plus 1 into 3 tables. Okay. He Manaha, He Manasi, He Manamsi. With that you can close. Or there is another way, as I told you, Prathama Vibhakti, Sambodhana Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti, like that they will write. Then Vari. So Vari is Vari, Varini, Varini. Vari, Varini, Varini, the 2 Vibhakti. Then the rest is all like Varina, Varine, Varinaha, Varinaha, Varini. Like that. Okay, so all those forms, please write. Then, next thing is you should write these forms without mistakes. While wherever you, like in other places, if you do here and there, you put bindi instead of visarga, it will be okay. People will understand. Anyway, if you want to write guruhu and you wrote gurum, people will understand. Okay, Pap Vichara, they did some small mistake. Let us not count it. But they specifically asking you to write the rupas, and then you make mistake there. Okay, like Varina. Instead of that, you write Varina or Varina, and you don't put the danda, the akaranta. Sorry, the a. Then you are lost. Or you write Varina. Then they will not give any kind of grace in this. They are very. I am very particular. When you are writing, ask you to write the forms and write the forms correctly. No mistakes tolerated here. Just be very, very attentive while writing. If needed, drink some water, take a deep breath thrice, and then write this. Okay. With these 2 questions, it is the common thing. While writing the forms in the Kriya Rupas, while writing the forms in the Shabda Rupas. Be very careful. This is going to be a bigger table, but I don't know, like Ekasya Shabdasya. So they are giving 3 and asking for only 1 Shabda. See, that's the difference. Here they are giving 3 and 3 marks. They are asking you to write 2 Dhatu Rupas, but only 1 Shabda Rupa. But they are giving you choice of 3, 1 out of 3. Okay, let us see how this pattern is. Manas, Vari, Vidvas. So 1 special Shabda they have given. And 2 like normal, like 1 Halanta Shabda, 1 Ajanta Shabda. Then here Guruhu Asmad Nadi. So Asmad is a Sarvanama Shabda, Nadi is a Strilinga, Guru is a Pumlinga Akaranta. So we don't see any pattern here. Okay. Then Bhavat, Asmad, and Nadi.
Guru akarantava ukarantava.
Guru is Ukaranta. I said Ajanta. I wanted to say Ajanta. Did I say Akaranta? I wanted to say Ajanta. It suddenly came. Okay. Guru is Ukaranta, but it's an Ajanta Shabda.
Bhagini, while writing the Shabdas, wherever Anuswara comes, we have to write Makara eva kila, not Bindu.
Yes, that is Padanta. Next, no other Shabda is there. So please use Makara only. Yeah, that's a good question. Yes.
All independent words, hence Makara eva kila.
Even if you write Bindi, they will consider, but good practice is to write Ma, because in the Shabda Manjari, in the Dhatu Manjari, we will see like that only. Okay.
That's the beginning.
Right. So 4 marks it's going to fetch you. That means 24 forms you are writing and you are getting only 4 marks. I will fight with them. We'll fight with them. So less marks for this. We have done so much. At least 1 mark for 1 rupa. Then we are the one who will lose it. Okay. I don't think they will do negative mark. Okay. So the mistakes will be counted, but it will not be negative mark. So we need not be worried. So Bhavat is the Halanta Shabda, Asmad is the Sarvanama Shabda, Nadi is the Ajanta Strilinga. Then next.
Bhagini, Asmat and Yushmat Shabde, alternative forms also must be written, no?
Yes, of course. Of course. You can write. I mean, it's not mandatory, but if you write, it will look good.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
it's not mandatory. No, I don't think they will really count that have you written the alternate forms or not, but it's a good practice to write it.
Yes, because we are writing Trutiya level, we can write the alternative form. If it is just Prathama, they may not expect us to know the alternative forms. Here, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Chaturthi Vibhakti, and Shashti Vibhakti, they have the alternative forms. Kila?
Wherever it's there, please write it. Okay. And with the Sambodhana, always use hey. If you use hey, it will be very good. Even if you don't write, it is same Sambodhana only. But still, please use the hey for Sambodhana. Okay. Right. What else is there? Okay, that's all. Alternate forms is a good question.
Ma'am, is this offline exam?
Yes, it's
I mean,
yes.
we filled and we send by mail.
No. No, we have to attend the sabha. We have to go there, sit and write. Or we can contact GGSS and write from there. If we do any course from there, they will allow us to write exam from their center.
Oh, okay.
GGSS is one center in Bangalore for sabha.
Thank you.
Okay. Then Vakya doshan pariharata. Here is the real challenge. This is going to be a little thought-provoking for you unless you are very intelligent, unless you are very much used to reading Sanskrit sentences. You have done a lot of, my brother says, doing gym. Okay. So chala gym chesucharu. He used to say that. Like somebody is very expert, very skilled in something, then he used to have gym baga chesucharu. He used to say. So like that, you have to do a lot of gym. Okay. So for this to get one click, like you read it, you mark it, you are clear about it. To be very precise, you have to be working really hard before. Like the more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. So that will happen in this kind of places where you are very like sure with your practice. Let us see who answers this. Pakshinaha akasham dayante.
Bhagini, can I answer?
Yeah, please.
Pakshinaha akashe dayante.
Pakshinaha akashe dayante. Correct. Correct.
2 minutes, please.
Next one, Balakaha pustakam patami.
Balakaha pustakam patati.
Patati. Right. Lataya pushpani patanti.
Latayaha pushpani patanti.
Wow, you're all very quick, huh? You're going to do it very quickly. Huh? Very good. You have good clarity. Right.
Can it also be Lataya Pushpani Patyante?
No? Why?
If we consider
Oh my, you are going too far. No. We should not correct according to the mistake. Pushpani patanti. See, one word will be wrong. 2 words will be correct out of the 3. So you should adjust this one word according to that. Okay. Latayaha pushpani patanti. At this level, patyante is not expected from you. Okay. It's a good suggestion, but in the advanced stages only. Okay. Right. Okay. Prayoga parivartanam kuruta. So prayoga parivartanam is kartari to karmani, karmani to kartari. So we should be careful about those points which we have discussed. The karta will be in the prathama, the karma will be in the dvitiya, the kriya will go according to karta. In the karmani, the karta will be in the trutiya, the karma will be in the prathama, and the kriya will go according to karma. So let us try to do it. Maheshaha phalam khadati. Don't use kridantas. Please don't again argue. Don't use kridantas. Please use only tinganta.
Maheshena phalam khadayate.
Na khadyate.
Khadyate.
Next one, Maya patram diyate.
Aham patram dadami.
Very good. I want others also to participate. I'm mostly hearing same voices. I didn't keep that open, but I want everybody to participate. There are no voices here today. Why? Participants are more in number, But voices are coming very less. What happened? There is no active participation today. All are tired, huh? This is the last class. Huh? You're all worried what will happen next. Huh? Let us see what happens. Let us not be worried about that now. Mahilaha Ramam Namanti. What is wrong in this? Mahilaha Ramam Namanti.
Bhagini, can I?
Ramaya.
Mahila Bhihi.
No.
Mahila
Bhagini,
Sorry. No.
whether
Ram.
dosha parivartana, prayoga parivartana.
Mahila Bhihi Ramaha Namyante.
Namyate, correct. Namyante, no.
Namyate Ramaha.
Namyate,
Ramaha Namyate.
I was thinking correction if we did done. And okay, one more thing I wanted to caution in the initial remarks I was making. Be prepared for the spelling mistakes in the question paper also. There might be sometimes question paper like I have seen in the exam halls, people do lot of mess. This question is not, it's out of syllabus. No, this spelling is given wrong. How will we identify? They'll make lot of fuss with small issues. See, when you read, you will understand that this is a question. There's something wrong with this, something wrong with the spelling. But if it is, there are two possible outcomes are coming, then we have to clarify which one we have to write. If I am there, I have more time, I just write both and I leave it. Okay. But sometimes some people do lot of, they are very careful about the marks. So I should be not losing even 1 mark and all that spirit they will show there in the exam hall, which is very disturbing for others. So be careful, be ready for the spelling mistakes also. Okay. Right. No, we didn't see this Vakya Dosha and Pariharata in the other papers. Vakya Doshan Samikuruta. Now, Trayanameva. They are giving choice also in this. In this, they didn't give choice, right? They gave only 3. They are expecting to write 3 each, 1 mark only. So, 1 spotting. So, here they have given 4 and 1 choice they have given. And then here, Vakya Doshan Pariharata. 3 only they gave 3 marks. Then, Vakya Mekam Vibro No. Vakya Doshan Pariharata. 3 they have given. So don't expect for any choice in this. Okay. So these are also repeating. Pakshinaha Akasham Dayante. See, Majarena Trasyati. Majara, what is a Majara? Is it a valid word?
Marjara. Tatra
Marjara.
Marjara is the word, but Majara is there.
I think type.
Majala is there, but Majala is the Chata Pakshi. Some other
Mushaka asti kila tatra marjaraha eva bhavati.
No, that is what I'm just seeing this only. I remembered that Marjaraha is the word. Okay. Think I was reading this. And it's a typo. Okay. Right. Let's come back. So then Prayoga Parivartanam. Let us see what they are giving in the Prayoga Vakya Dosham. Then Prayoga Parivartanam, they are not giving every time. This time they gave, I think. Prayoga Parivartanam, we don't see here. So we see here Prayoga Parivartanam. Prayoga Parivartanam. Here they have given Tena Puja na Krita. So here when they give in the Kridantas only, you do through Kridanta. If they give Tinganta, you do through Tinganta only. Okay. So 3 they have given, 3, 1 each. Then here there is no Prayoga Parivartanam. So it's optional. If they give Prayoga Parivartanam or no, we don't know. Okay. Sometimes they give, sometimes they don't give. Then next. Kridantam Chitva, Kridanta Namalikata. Oh my. You will be able to do this, I think. Please answer. Purushaha Karyam Kartum Nagaram Gacchati.
Kartum Tumun Kridanta. Oh my. We have to underline Kartum Pada and then say it is Tumun. Tumun. Tavyaya.
Means the question paper will remain with us anyway. You write 8.1 is kartum and it is kr plus tumun. Okay, like that you are going to write. Okay.
Sanyojya,
Ah,
lyap.
Right.
Gatva.
Tatrapi sam upasarga plus yuj dhatu plus lyap. Sanyojya.
Sanyojya. Yuj dhatu, lyap, and then one more.
Yep.
One more thing. No. Sanyojya has one
Tam
more.
upasarga.
Tam upasarga, yuj dhatu is okay. There is one more element.
Lyap pratyaya.
Lyap is there, but yuj, Sanyojya. Yeah, it will become a Sanyojya. It will become. Sanyojya. Okay, fine. It will become Sanyojya or something. Okay, I was thinking there is a niche in that, but no, there is no niche. Okay, Sanyojya plus Lyap. Fine, no problem. Then Chhatraha Udyanam Gatva Kridhanti.
Itva pratyaya.
Tva pratyaya. Correct. Yes.
Bhagini, I have a doubt here. We have to write as that one ma'am said, some plus yoj plus lyap. Is it compulsory we have to write by splitting that, or simply if you write kartum tumun and some yoj lyap and
No, please write the structure.
gatva
That will
tva.
be very good. Actually, they are not asking for it, but if you will write, it will look good. Always remember, give them more than what they ask, at least one bit. By one bit, you give them more, then it will look good. So, Krudanta Nama Likhata, they are only asking for you to write it is Tumun, this is Lyap, this is Twa. There ends the matter. But if you write Gam plus Twa, okay, you write also it's a Twa. When you write it's a Twa Pratyaya, Gam plus Twa Gatva. Like that, if you write, it will look good. Okay.
But samyoja will get doubt, no, Bhagini. If we do wrong, is it okay? Because samyoja, such words, no, we are not aware of it. By the time, if we write, if it becomes wrong, is it okay? Kartum okay, gatva okay. But there is a small which we know, but samyoja is not able.
No, please ask a question one more time. I didn't understand.
Bhagini, samyojya is there. For kartum, we know it is kru dhatu plus tuman pratyaya. So kartum we are writing. Gatva, gam plus tva. So gatva, okay. But samyojya, sam plus yojya, generally if we take, we'll write such. Sam plus yojya plus lyap will come what? So if it is wrong, if that what we are writing, the splitting is wrong, then is it okay? They will give the marks for it, or they will consider that if we write wrong?
If you have written that is a lyap pratyaya, then until there only the question is there. I don't think they will think it is the wrong thing. I don't think so, because the question is only till Kridanta Nama Likhata. So if you write that much, it's okay.
Okay, that's all. Thank you, Bhagini.
Bhagini, Bhagini, I think last we missed the Prayoga Parivartana in one of the.
Let us see. Mahila Ravam Namanti, we have done. Maya Patram Diyate, Aham Patram Dadami. We did all. Prayoga Parivartanam, we did. And Krudanta Nama also we did. Okay. Now, I don't think Krudanta Nama is also coming every time. Okay. No, it's also not coming every time.
Bhagini, in some other paper.
Here, Uyam Survey, Sambuya, here it is there. Okay. No, we are doing this only, na? See, this only we are doing. Gatva Kridanti. This is the main paper that we are doing, this year's paper, okay, which happened 3 days before. Now, next, Anya Linga Rupani Likhata. So, Krudanta Nama is also coming, not every time, okay. So, one paper it didn't come, in one paper it has come. Okay, Kridantam Chitva Nama Likhata. So, just Sambhuya, like that. You will write it's a Lyap and leave it, or some plus bhu plus lyap. Like that, if you write, it will look good. Then here also we'll see. It's not there. Okay. Then let us go ahead. Next, Anyalinga Rupani. Now this is interesting, isn't it? Like Abhavati, then what is the Anyalinga means? You have to write. So he is giving 3 and no choice. No, let us analyze the question first. Anyalinga Rupani Likhata. So Anyalinga is not one. There are 3 lingas in Sanskrit, isn't it? So one thing is that you have to write the other 2 for this, and it's going to fetch you half mark. Okay, 3 they have given and 3 marks, 1 for each. So you should not write 1 and leave it. Like Bhavati, you saw, and Bhavan you wrote and left. No, you should write Bhavat also. I think so, because they are expecting Anyalinga Rupani means all the rest 2 also there are. Okay, be careful about this. We might miss these details while writing the exam. That's why I am asking you to be careful with this. So Bhavati, Bhavan and Bhavat. Okay, you can tell the next one. Dayakaha.
Daika.
Daika. Dayakam.
Dayakam.
Okay.
What's
Shikshika.
the meaning for Dayaka?
Shikshik.
Magini. Is it not Dayini? No, Yaka is there, na? So Ika will become. The same Pratyaya we should use. So if you are using Dayini, it will
Like
be
Gayaka,
Dayi.
Gayika, Nayaka, Nayika. Such.
Same Pratyaya we have to use.
Bagini, Dayaka ityukte kim bagini?
Giver.
Oh.
Yaha
Dadati Yaha Dadati Sahadayaka va?
Yeah. Anandadayaka, like that. Okay. Right. So Shikshika, Shikshakaha, Shikshakam. So the Pumlinga and the Napumsakalinga will be somewhat near sometimes when it's Akaranta. Okay. So we can take that chance. Let us see if this Anyalinga Rupani is coming in the other papers.
Ma'am, one question. Shikshaka, you cannot make a neuter gender, Shikshakam, because it is meaningless. Because it should be, because how could there be a neuter gender? You are talking about a person.
Have you heard about a robo teacher? These days, the schools have become very advanced. They tell that there are robo teachers that are teaching instead of people. So what will you call it? Even a yantra teaches, isn't it? There are like YouTube lessons and something. Then the yantra is directly teaching. The machine speaks in the Doodly and other video software. Okay, what happens is there is a speaker inside. You can choose the voices and all, but it's the machine that is speaking. Okay. So
and also Bhagini in Prakriti, so many Napumsakalinga padas are there which are teaching us, like Sasyam.
Yes,
Sasyam teaches us about giving.
I think I answered this question in the starting in another context when we were trying to do the Vachana Parivartanam. I said, don't worry about the meaning. Didn't I? In the starting, very beginning, when we were doing some exercises with each Vachana, then I told you, please don't worry about the meaning. They asked you Anyalinga Rupani, just write them. Don't think about the meaning much. Okay, the structure is important. They are testing you for your structural knowledge, not your worldly knowledge. They're not asking about whether it's possible or not. Like it's not dosha and pariharata. So they are not asking you to pick the mistake out of the word or something. That will require some kind of worldly knowledge and language knowledge, grammar knowledge and all. But this is a simple Vachana Parivartanam like thing. You are doing just Linga Parivartanam of the word. Don't worry about the meaning. Okay. Then Anyalinga Rupani is coming every time. So Anyalinga Rupam Likhata, Trayanam. So they are giving only 3 and 3. Okay, each one. Here they have changed. Kritavan. Then Kritavati, Kritavat. Trayaha, Tisraha, Trini. And Teshu, Now you are going to write the
Tasu.
same vibhakti. Tasu teshu. So tasu teshu. You can write both. And now one more thing. What you are writing, which linga, you have to put in bracket also. So write napum and stri in the bracket. Okay. Or kli you can write. For the napumsaka, instead that you can write kli also. Okay. Right. Then we will go to the next question. I want to do it early today because we have Parayana. So let me a little check out faster today. Vakyamekam matrubhashaya vibrunuta. So yatha raja tatha praja. You have to define it. Vakyamekam. One in 2 marks. Okay. So just a small explanation. So yatha raja tatha praja is from the Subhashita. These things. Okay. So, so as the king, so the subjects. In the English, if we will write, in Kannada, you are all good. You can write at least 2 or 3 sentences for one. You'll get 2 marks. Write 4 sentences. Okay. Let them have 50, like half, 4 marks. So they are asking you to write one, this thing, and in the Matrubhasha. So Matrubhasha, you are a little more skilled. So write 4 sentences. Okay. So this we are going to have Vyakarana Vishesham Likhata. This is not coming every time. So it will Anyalinga. So there are more. Karnataka Bhashaya, Angla Bhashaya, Virunita. Here it has come. And Ekasya Vyakarana Vishesham Likhata. Oh, Matru Bhashaya Anuvadata. Okay. They are giving 5 sometimes. No, that is Anuvada. That's different. Okay. So this is not repeating every time. Okay. So it will be Subhashita question is optional. Then Sanskrita Bhashaya Anuvadayata Matru Bhashaya. So this we have done very beautifully in our classes. I don't think they will give the same sentences as in the book. So be prepared for new sentences. Okay. They are giving in both the languages. So you can have a very clear idea that we discussed about single yua or like a multiple you. That we need not be worried because Kannada sentence is there just beside. Okay. So the Kannada knowing people can take advantage of that.
Bhagini, Vyakarana Vishesha, we can just point out. That will help. It will be like a revision.
Vyakarana Vishesha? Point.
That we'll just say what is the Vishesha there. Vyakarana Vishesha.
Vyakarana Vishesha, like that. Yes. That you want it? Okay, we'll find. So Aste Sma. So Aste is a Latlakara and Sma is a Bhutakala marker. Okay. Sma doesn't go with, it's not like changing forms. It's mostly like an Abhyaya. Okay. So it will, what it does is it changes the Latlakara into Langlakara. Okay. It brings in the Bhuta sense. So Aste Sma, Undedi. In Telugu we have this usage, Undedi. So in what now I don't know exactly for that purpose they used in the old language. I don't have my study on this Sma. Actually, I wanted to do it, but I think they do it in the sense of the past continuity because we have only one lang lakara. We don't have the simple past, continuous past, and perfect past and all that. I think that in the modern usages I have mostly seen this being used for the past continuous tense. They use the lat and they put sma. Latah sme is the sutra. Okay, if you want, you can write that. Right? So Vartamana will change to Bhutakala, that is the Vishesha. But Ekasya Vyakarana Vishesham. So it's 2 marks. So write 4 sentences and leave it. Okay. Then Kapota Rajaha. The Raja Shabda is a Rajan and Nakaranta in otherwise. But when it is in the Samasa, it will become Akaranta, like Maharajaha. Okay, like that. And like same with Pati also. Pati Shabda will take other endings other than Hari. It goes different from Hari when it's an individual Shabda. But when it is in the Samasa, it's going to follow the normal Ikaranta pattern. Okay, so like that. So Patya we should say, but Patina, Sita Patina, like that. Okay. So these things are Vyaka. I don't know how will you attend. I don't think they are given in the book. This is too much. They are asking out of book. I don't know from where will you bring these Samachara.
They have also asked for some alankara and all that stuff. There was a question about alankara.
Alankaras, that is not a part of this, isn't it? Whether it is
That
there
is
in
there.
Bhasha Pradeepa, I don't know. Okay.
There is a question on that.
Okay. So it's not coming every time, so don't worry. Sometimes it comes. Only 2 marks, na, don't worry. Okay. So here griham paritaha. So abhitah paritah samaya nikashaha pratiyogepi is the sutra. So paritaha, with this word will always take the dvitiya vibhakti. So griham paritaha. So this will bring the dvitiya vibhakti. Actually, grihasya paritaha is the usual, like we jump on it sometimes, but here it is griham paritaha. Then vyagrat vayam, the bhitrarthanam bhaya hetu is the sutra. And that takes the bhayarthakas all take the panchami. So vyagrat bhayam. So that the element which generates the bhayam and from which we need the rakshanam, bhitra, both are going to get the panchami. That is the rahasya in that. Ramaya namaha, then namaha swasti swaha alam vashad yogacha. So this sutra will bring chaturthi to the namaha association. This is an upapada vibhakti. Okay. So this is also upapada vibhakti. This is a karaka vibhakti. Okay. So these are the visheshas in this. I don't know how you will be able to attend it.
Everything we have to write in Sanskrit?
I don't know. This is also not mentioned, so you can take liberty and you can write in Kannada or English. I don't know. If you'll be able to express so much in Sanskrit, I don't know. So I think you are expected to. This is a good question, valid question. We have to ask the Sabha people. I wish I knew someone inside the Sabha. So yes, this is a good question, valid question. I don't know that.
Bhagini, I had asked once, the director Mahodaya himself had told till Trutiya, unless they have mentioned Samskriteva Likato, these things we can write in mother tongue. But for Turiya level, everything has to be in Samskrita. That is next level. But here, unless they have mentioned, we can make use of Matrubhasha or English.
Very
specifically told us.
Yeah, I also expected the same, because the explanation, they don't expect you to be very eloquent in Sanskritam to express all these grammar ideas and all. So you can take liberty. Okay. Fine. Then let us come to the close of this class. We have our Saumya Bhagini here to speak to you on something. So I think this is the last thing we had to do in the class. Okay. So we have completed our examination discussion and all. Welcome, Saumya Bhagini. Can you
Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. I don't see you. Just let me find you out where you are. Can you please?
Is my video visible?
No, it's not visible. Now you are visible.
Yes.
Ram. Yeah, welcome.
So good to see you after a long time, Bhagini.
Yes, same here.
Can you kindly give me screen sharing options, please?
I don't know how to do it. Make co-host. Yeah, I do the make co-host. Then I think you'll be able to share. Please see. I'll stop share from my side. Are you able to do it now?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Namaste to all. Namaste Sarvebhyaha. I'm Saumya Nagraj. I work for Vyoma Linguistic Labs. I'm a both technology person, more of a technology person, very little of linguistic person. But yeah, I do have interest on both sides. So today I'm here to promote one of the upcoming courses which is going to happen in Sanskrit from Home. I would take 5 minutes of all of your time. Kindly cooperate. I know it's a little beyond your class hours. I will not, drag it further. So in SFH, we are Sanskrit from Home. We are coming up with a very specific, a very unique kids persona based course, which is called vyoma-samskrta-pathasala. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes, it's visible. Very clear.
Yes,
So the name of the course is vyoma-samskrta-pathasala. This course is designed, it's a kids persona course. It is designed for kids from age 6 to 13. So why I would like to talk about it in this particular Usha Bhagini's classes, I'm sure there are a lot of parents here, a lot of grandparents also. So in case you have a kid at home wherein you want to inculcate the same values which you grew up with, or you don't know where to go for authentic Sanskritam, Samskriti and Samskara content, then this is the course, this is the place for all such seekers. So that is the reason that we are, coming to this, promoting this course in this particular platform. So what does Vyoma-Sanskrt-Pathasala do? It is a daily curriculum. It's a daily online curriculum, wherein the kids from age 6 to 13 years will be exposed to various topics, mostly, and all of them will be covered under the same umbrella, that is the Sanskritam, Samskriti and Samskara. So going into a further detail, I'll come back to the trailer. So as I said, it's a daily online curriculum. It is a 3-staged program. Every stage runs up to close to 1 to 1.5 years. So why do we have to take it in this level is that, so as the kids start with this program at a young age, they need a little bit of time to get adjusted, get involved in this process. And every day, if it becomes a habit to learn, and you train your children in such a way that every day, if you have that discipline of attending the class for half an hour to 40 minutes, and then they get into the habit of reading Sanskritam, learning Sanskritam, along with a lot of kid-related fun activities. If it is only a very, a very serious class, just like this Sura Saraswati Sabha Tritiya class, the kids won't like it, because the level of attention and the interest level won't be there, to be very honest. For older people, we all know the importance, and we are all self-driven, self-motivated people. But for children, you need something to attract them and bring them into this, under this umbrella. So we have a lot of fun-based activities. The 3 stages which are involved in the Vyoma-Sanatana Vidya Pathasala are Shravanananda, Vicharananda, and Acharananda. So the initial first year, or the first stage, they'll only listen to shlokas, listen to stories. There is no preaching as such. So the children get used to the routine, and slowly, without their knowledge, they learn a lot of things. And then in the second stage, they think about what they have learned. And when they come to the third stage, they experience it as well. By that time, they would have grown a little older, a little more matured also, to appreciate what they have learned. So the classes are planned for 1 hour every day, weekday evening. Need not see, there are again a lot of options. 2 classes are compulsory. That is, one is Sanskritam. Pardon me. One is Sanskritam. The second is the Shloka. These 2 subjects are compulsory. So if a child enrolls for this, 2 classes per week is mandatory. The other 3 days are optional based on the interest level and the time available. These days, the kids have busier schedules than what we adults have. There is school, there is music class, there is dance class, there is abacus, karate, whatnot. I need not tell. I'm sure all of us have experienced the same. So based on the availability, based on the interest, the other 3 days are available. But Sanskritam and Shloka are definitely compulsory. So these are the these are the 6 topics or the 6 subjects. Sorry. These are the 6 subjects that are going to be covered in the Vyoma-Sanatana Vidya Pathasala. The ones that are highlighted in red, as I said, are mandatory. Sanskritam, Shlokas and Stotras. The other topics are stories, Indian culture concepts, why we do what we do in a culture. Lot of children these days have these questions, but they don't know whom to ask, how to approach. So slowly that culture is going away. We want to emphasize on those things. And when it comes to stories, those authentic stories, what we heard during our childhood days are no more available. People don't know where to go. The fairy tales and Disney stories are so popular that our Itihasa and Purana, Panchatantra stories are the kids are not drawn towards it just because we don't encourage telling those stories. Then there is bhajans and Shishu Geetan. There is an activity hour as well. As I said, we want to engage the kids in the way they like to be engaged. If it is only preaching and teaching and strictness, and it's not going to go anywhere, the learning will not happen. So a little bit of learning, more of fun, but through these fun activities, they will be learning a lot of things which they will not be aware of. It is just like inserting a medicine inside a banana and feeding the child. It's more of that sort. So how do I register for this course? So kindly visit sanskritfromhome.org. In the What's New section, you see that vyoma-samskrta-pathasala. Kindly click there to enroll. One catch, one difference in this course is that most courses, or I would say almost all the courses in Sanskrit from Home till now, are you click on enroll and you're enrolled for the course. But this course is a slightly different one because it's the activities and the curriculum is planned in such a way that we want committed learners, we want people who are really interested to inculcate the Sanskritam, Samskriti, Samskara factor in their kids. So we want to see how really are the parents willing to spend their time and effort, are the children willing to give their time. So once you click enroll, you will be enrolled for an interview process. You will not be enrolled for the course as it is. So kindly click on the enroll for an interview process, and then you will be communicated over an email regarding how the interview takes place. It is for please don't be overwhelmed by the word interview. It's more of a discussion from the Vyoma side and the parents and the child to be present, and it's going to be a friendly chat. We are not going to measure how intelligent your child is, or we would just like to know the background, what are the interests, what is it that you're actually looking for. Can we map your interest to what we have thought in our mind? Does it go hand in hand? So if you have some questions, we can answer, and when we have questions, we would like to ask the same to parents and the student. So there is also another opportunity called the open house for the same, which is scheduled to happen on the 9th of September, Friday, from 8 to 9 p.m. IST, or for working people who are unable to join on a weekday, or if there are some non-Indians, for people who are residing in other countries, if Saturday works best, there's another date as well, that is the 10th September. Again, it is 8 to 9 p.m. IST. All these information is available on Sanskrit from Home, vyoma-samskrta-pathasala course page. Kindly go through it again. The link for the open house will be updated on the course page, and also an email will be sent for registered people. So please watch out that space. We have curated this program to, as I said, to inculcate the right values for the child, which helps in, for an overall well-being, for a holistic development of the child, to make them the future torchbearers of our rich culture and heritage, to inculcate the Sanskritam, Samskriti, Samskara in them. Please help to spread the word with your like-minded friends and family, and kindly visit Sanskrit from Home and view the course page. And if you have a child and you are interested in the same, kindly register for the interview process as well. Now, I would like to show a trailer of the same.
Meanwhile, Bhagini, there is one question. Is this for children in India only or from UK also?
Anybody, anyone can join. If the time suits. So I would request all of them to register for the interview process and attend the open house, so that a lot of people will have a lot of questions. So all that questions can be taken up in that open house platform.
Sure.
So can I continue with the trailer?
Please, yeah. We just see the one course trailer of VSVP, that's all. Nothing is moving. I don't see anything.
Oh, is it?
Yes, nothing is moving here.
Soumya ma'am, you need to share the video separately.
Okay, sure. I will share the link in the chat group. So hope that helps. Is that okay? Is that fine?
Yeah.
No, ma'am. I meant the share screen. You're currently using you're sharing only your PPT. So you need to click on share screen again and share the video.
Yeah. The video is playing maybe in your. I didn't understand. I thought it's playing here only. Yeah, he guessed right. So
Sorry,
please.
yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
1 second. Please give me a minute, 1 second.
No. My students are used to stay with me till 9:40 maximum.
Okay.
It's 1 hour class, but we never stopped at 1 hour. It's always off time, past time only. But yeah, let us try to wrap it.
For how many days in a week is it?
It's going to be 5 days a week.
Monday to Friday.
Yes, Monday to Friday. But again, as I said, you're free to choose the time and I mean the days and then send your kid accordingly. But as I said, 2 classes per week is mandatory. Now can you see this? Now is it visible?
Yes, it's visible. Yes, in the YouTube it's visible. Yes. But the sound is not playing. You have to share the sound also. Before you share, there is one option in the below. So please stop sharing. Please stop sharing. And then when you share back, share sound also. In the share option, in the below left side, it will be share sound. Please use that option. Otherwise, we won't hear the voice. So is there any sound in the video then?
Yes, but nothing much as such. It's just music.
Okay, fine. Right, then. Fine. Please let us continue.
There is no sound. There is no sound.
Yes, yes, it's basically the text. It's not sound. I have inquired. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice presentation. Though we missed the sound, but it's
I don't know, but I didn't get an option of sharing the sound. Didn't want to take more time in troubleshooting.
Yeah,
but this video, this trailer is also available on Sanskrit from Home Vyoma-Sanskta Pathasala course page. Kindly visit it, and please do visit our open house also for any more questions, details, anything. And you can always reach us out on email, the support email, which is present. Dhanyavada. Thank you for the time.
Soumya madam,
yes.
I registered for this first meeting, but it looks to me that it is only for children in India, not for abroad.
No, sir, there is nothing like that. Anybody can join. We are actually planning one course exclusively, one batch exclusively for kids who reside outside India as well.
Because my grandson is in UK and the timings don't suit. Timings are not suiting to.
That's what, sir. We for now we are starting 2 batches, one for India and one for global children. So based on the time zone, if it suits, if it matches. See, we have not yet finalized on the time as such, sir. So if we get more number of participants from a particular global location, we can definitely consider it, sir. For right now, we have a lot of parents inquiring from US. That is where most parents are inquiring as of now. So we are trying to map it for the US time zone. But definitely, why not? If it is for a UK time zone, we can definitely think about it, sir. But kindly register to it so that we can, think what best we can do from our end.
I have registered, but I think maybe open houses. I may get invitation for that. I think I don't know.
Yes, sir. Once you register, this is for an selection process, sir. It is not actually for a course. So as I was mentioning.
Correct,
so you will be called for you will be intimated about the further steps over an email. Open house, anyone can attend. You can ask your son or daughter who's residing in UK to please attend the open house along with the child to get to know more about it, and the timings, the structure, the topics which are covered, everything will be covered in a little more detail. This was just a small glimpse that we wanted to give, so that in case if you're interested, you can always take it forward.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bhagini. Soumya is a very good teacher. She teaches kids with lot of love and enthusiasm. We have worked together in one course. So I really appreciate her efforts towards Vyoma. She's a very dedicated worker. She's a very great asset to Vyoma also. Thank you, Bhagini. Very nice presentation. Thank you for introducing this course to the students.
Thank you for the kind words, Bhagini. Ram Ram Ram. Best wishes to all of you who are taking the Tritiya exam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dhanyavada, Bhagini.
So today we have come to the close of this course. I wish you all the best, and please let us all meet in the valedictory function in the next next class, Tuesday. Okay, that will be you must have all received the email intimating about that last working day.
Madam, I just want to have them 2 questions.
Yes, yes.
Not exactly on this. One is that the Vyoma will take the class for the first part of it. We are now undergoing that second part.
Yes,
what
yes.
about the first part? That is one thing.
We will discuss it. I didn't discuss this thing with Vyoma people.
No. I'm just telling you my requirement. The second thing is that Sabha. So we are not able to get that connections on the Sabha. They are not answering it properly. We just want to know the exact procedure for registration for the exams.
Okay.
So that also you kindly just how far you can help us, these two aspects.
Sir, you can always write to the support Vyoma, because Satyabhama Bhagini has been the in charge for the exams and the information exchange and all. So you can always write to the support so that they will give you, or otherwise I have already shared her number in the chat.
You can.
I'll give it in the Telegram group. Okay. Yeah.
Very good, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, sir.
Usha Mohdaya, thank you very much for all your efforts, and I'm very grateful to you. And when the last class will be next month, Tuesday? Or?
Yeah, next Tuesday will be the valedictory function. Okay, we will all
Okay. Really,
so
heartfelt thanks to you.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
we enjoyed all the classes.
I've taken a lot of time to complete little things also. We took long discussions and all. So I hope your family members are not angry with me. Oh, today this lady is going to take all your time and all. You must have a tough time with your family members explaining them for attending the class for so long time and all. So I apologize for all of them.
No, madam. No, madam. Your classes are very interesting. We don't
Madam, annual day ఎప్పుడు ఆలస్యమే అవుతుంది కదా.
It is very nice.
Madam, annual day ఎప్పుడు ఆలస్యం అవుతుంది కదా.
Yes.
So much for the classes. It is wonderful to be in another country and still get to know the Sanskrit language and the Indian culture. Thank you so much.
So we'll close with the Prarthana Swasti.
Class అయిపోతుందంటేనే బాధగా ఉంది మాకు.
Let us hope to meet again in some other course. Okay. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गो ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। अस्तु शुभमस्तु सर्वेभ्यः समस्त सन्मङ्गलानि भवन्तु भद्राणि भवन्तु। नमो नमः।